I'm Gabby Lamb, and you are listening to Tea Time, where we talk about the nastiest, naughtiest, wildest, dirtiest secrets. Enjoy. Okay. Hi. I am Gabby Lamb, and this is the second episode of Tea Time. Welcome back, you guys. I'm getting pissed off because my camera keeps like fucking the light up and like blowing it out, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Welcome to the second episode of Tea Time. I am your host, Gabby Lamb, and this week's episode is about revenge. And so I had a bunch of people. My question was what is the craziest thing that you've ever done for revenge, or the craziest thing that anybody's ever done to you out of revenge? And I got a bunch of emails, and the emails are, wow. They are fucking wild. When I tell you, I haven't cried from laughing at some of these. Some of them are really dark, and it's really interesting to see what we human beings do to get back at people for wronging us, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, I think about a lot of fucked up things, and I think about ways that I would get back at people, but the way some of you guys have acted out your revenge is, I never know where to look. The way you have acted out some of your revenge is, I would not want to be on your fucking bad side. No, thank you. So I guess I'll do a little recap of my week. Nothing happened. It's Corona. Okay, that's a recap of my week. Nothing happened. I walked around. All I do now to get any kind of exercise is I take 2-hour walks around the neighborhood that I live in, and I get 2 cold brews on my way. So I am pumped full of caffeine. I keep a steady fucking diet of caffeine, and man, am I feeling it. Once I got sober, I became obsessed with drinking coffee. I used to be obsessed with taking Adderall, but can't do that anymore because your fucking girl loves uppers, and can't do that. So now I just drink as much fucking coffee as humanly possible until I black out from being so over-caffeinated. It's probably not good for my anxiety. And by probably, I mean definitely not. I listen to enough scientists, I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor. But I listen to enough intelligent people talk about how coffee is really not good for anxiety. And you know what? I'm not going to listen because that's what I do. I don't like to listen. I like to just go off on my own adventure, and now I'm fucking rambling. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to the first episode. The last episode was a lot of fun. I was very nervous. I am still nervous, but it's getting easier, and I'm not going to waste too much more time talking about dumb shit. I'm going to get right into the nitty-gritty of revenge. I guess I'll start off by telling my own revenge story. I have a lot of them, but one of the most prominent revenge stories that sticks out in my mind was when I was in high school, and my friend, one of my best friends in high school at the time, she had dated a guy, and this guy fucked her over in some really nasty ways. I'm not going to go into what he did, just to, respect her privacy, even though I'm not going to say her name. But he fucked this bitch up, I will tell you that. So, one night, she and me and our other friend, we were like, why don't we, she goes, let's go fucking take a shit on his car. And we were like, yeah. Let's go take a shit on his car. And by the way, you guys, if you're not into shit and cum and all of this stuff, again, this is not the podcast for you. But if you are, if you can stomach this nasty shit, then you came to the right place. So anyway, my friend's like, all right, let's go take a shit on his car. And we were like, oh my God, yes, let's go get him back, bitch. So we drive over to his house in the middle of the night. And we knew what we were going to do, so we had all been holding up our shit. We'd all been holding our poop in for a couple of hours because we were like, all right, this poop has a home, so we got to save it. We get to his car, and we have like 7-Eleven cups, like big cups. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember shitting into the cup and then dumping the shit on his car and rubbing it into the windshield. I don't remember if somebody did take a shit on the windshield. I don't remember it because I was on so much Adderall and probably pretty drunk. So, you know, my memory is a little bit foggy. But we fucked that car up with poop. Imagine three 16, 17-year-old girls on a man's car in the middle of the night. Just fucking shitting. I mean, we were just shitting on that car. And that's the power of female friendship. That is the power of female friendship. Guys, you fuck a girl, you do a girl dirty, and we will do you dirtier. Although I will say that some of your stories from you men, how you got back at women, you guys are also full of hate. So I think that's probably one of my worst ones. And it was really fun. And I think they probably got back together after that because, you know, we were toxic high schoolers. And I'm sure that I know they definitely hooked up for a while after that. I don't think he ever found out that we all three shat on his fucking car. But yeah. That's my revenge story, my first revenge story. I have some other ones, but you know, leave it at that. It's a pretty good one. So let's see. My first story, Revenge of the Bad Eggs. Okay. Revenge of the Bad Eggs. All right. Years ago, my friend's roommate was seeing a guy who pretended to have cancer. Can you fucking imagine doing that? Okay, so he pretended to have cancer. He was cheating on her, seeing other ladies while he told her he was getting cancer treatments. Ah! No! You don't! Fuck. No. Okay, so he's cheating on her, told him he was getting cancer treatments, and he used treatments as an excuse to not see her, saying he was too tired or feeling sick. This girl made him cookies, went out to the store to get him stuff he said he needed, wanted to be there to help him through hard times. Yeah, that's a nice thing to do when you think that the guy you're in love with has cancer, right? So she's like, I'm going to be there through hard times, pick up some stuff to make cookies with. Then she found out the truth one day when another girl answered his phone during one of his cancer treatments. What the actual fuck? So, my friend and her roommate grabbed a full carton of bad eggs. It had been sitting in their fridge for months. Okay, but like, why? Why did you have a fucking carton? Why did they have a carton of bad eggs sitting in the fridge for months? That also is kind of shocking to me. I don't know what's more shocking, a guy pretending that he had cancer to cheat, or willingly keeping a carton of eggs in the fridge for months. Both are weird. So they pick up this carton of bad eggs, blah blah blah, drove to his house, and the door was unlocked with no one home. Okay, also fucking weird. Who does that? They went inside and egged the inside of his house, including his bed and inside his washer and dryer. That fucking sucks. God, that fucking sucks. But I'm not empathizing. I don't, it sucks to be egged on the inside of your house, but like, also don't pretend that you have cancer to get out of fucking somebody or to cheat on somebody. That is, wow, what a journey. He never found out who did it, and sometime later he hit up that same roommate to have sex. She revenge fucked him. Meanwhile, he never knew she was the one who egged the inside of his house. The end. I like that she revenge fucked him. Sweetie, that is not a revenge fuck. We all know what that is. That is not. I like a lot of the times we like. I think we dress up revenge fucks. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him and get him back. But like, the truth is, they don't give a fuck. Like, no, she just got fucked over again. But I mean, egging him was a really good idea. But you know, the ultimate revenge would have been never sleeping with him again. But I get it. I have fallen victim to this many a time. But you know, revenge fuck. I see you, girl. I see you. God, what a fucking maniac. He pretended he had cancer to fucking cheat on her. That is some next level shit. What is the craziest? I'm trying to think now of like the craziest excuse I've used to cheat on somebody. No, I don't have any. I don't have any because I'm not a fucking psychopath. I'm not a fucking psychopath. That is some bizarro shit. Okay. Blessings to your friend. I hope she's thriving now, and I hope the guy that pretended that he has cancer actually has cancer. I'm just kidding. That's not okay. Cancer is very serious, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody, except maybe if you tell people that you have cancer to fuck people, then maybe you deserve it a little bit. If I get canceled for that, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to fucking say. Okay. Okay. Tea time story. Shave my friend ass. Okay. My best friend in college hated his roommate. One day when his roommate wasn't at the apartment, my friend called me into the bathroom and asked me to shave his ass and taint with his roommate's razor, and I obliged. Good for you. But looking back, I don't know why my friend just did it himself. His roommate never knew. Wait, yeah, so he asked you to shave his ass and taint. Yo, that is so fucking funny. It is like, why didn't he just do it himself? Maybe he felt better having like somebody there to do it for him, since it like maybe like didn't feel that weird if he was like, hey, how fucked up would it be if you came over and shaved my ass, dude? I don't know. I mean, that's pretty that's pretty fucking funny. But yeah, why didn't he just do it himself? Maybe that would be pretty weird. Like if I didn't like my roommates and one day I was like, I'm just gonna go shave my asshole on the bed. I guess it would be more fun to have somebody there but you did it for him. You did it for him. I gotta reread this. My friend called me into the bathroom and asked me to shave his ass and taint with his roommate's razor. Oh, it's just his razor. Okay, so you just used his razor. It's not that bad. But that is pretty funny. And also, it sounds like your friend is in love with you and just wanted to see what your asshole and taint look like. I also love that these were like two grown men. Yeah, these are two grown men. And I love that I love that the guy was like, no, dude, all right, dude, again with his pose. Dude, get in and just fucking, because he had to spread his asshole. He had to spread his butt open for you to do that. Right? Yeah, he for sure. I love, okay, two grown men, one guy with his butthole spread open, and another guy just being like, oh, we're gonna get him, dude. Ah! Ow! I love that you guys were shaving his asshole, and you're like, yeah, oh, we got him. Oh, he's never gonna know what hit him. Fucking, this razor is full of his butthole hair, dude. Fuck you. That is so funny. God, that is funny. This sounds hot. Honestly, I kind of want to date both of you. Those are my kind of guys. God damn it, that's funny. You guys, these stories do get wilder and wilder. Story from my childhood / teen years. I want to warn you guys, but I don't think I need to warn you, because if you're this far into this podcast, then you already know that shit gets fucked up. This one is wild. Okay. Story from my childhood, teen years. My friends and I'm gonna get out of my chair for this one. There we go. My friends and I lived a very sexually explicit, and some would say overly open childhood. For some reason, we used to all skateboard around. And one day we went to my friend's house to grab him to go to the skate park. He knew we were on the way. He waited for us to get there and stood there, pulled his pants down, turned on porn in the living room, the Skinamax kind. After this point, everything was just up for grabs. We were very homoerotic teens, and that did very questionable, probably jailable things. I feel like a lot of teenagers are like that. Okay, so you guys are all jacking off in the living room together. Women don't do that. I never had like a circle jerk with my girlfriends. This is strictly a man thing. And if you were a woman that did that, honestly, more power to you. But okay, so you guys are all jacking off in the living room, and great. Okay, the same friend one night got mad at a local girl for blue balling him. We were all virgins still, 12, 13. She grabbed 3 of us and had us finger her on the hood of her mom's car. No kissing, because that means something. The guy wanted to have sex with her. We all did, to be honest. But she left, and he got mad. So we 3 stood in a circle and jerked off into some condoms we stole from my friend's mom. Different story. And as a prank, put the used cum-filled condoms on the door handles of her parents' house so they'd explode on them when they opened the doors. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? That is some demented ass 13-year-old insane bullshit. I don't know where to look into the camera. That is, that is a pretty shocking story. So you guys all fingered this girl, which she gave you the luxury of doing. By the way, bless her for letting these fucking 13-year-old dirty skater kids that all probably stuck their fingers in their buttholes. She let you guys finger her. And then since you didn't get to have sex with her, you all circle jerked, came in condoms, and then put the cum-filled condoms on her parents' doorknobs. What kind of fucking monsters? This is why I don't want, if I ever have kids, this is what scares me about having boys. Because this is some really fucked up shit. And the word, you know what else is so bad? Is that this is her parents' house. Like, you guys aren't just getting her back. You got her fucking parents. Like, I cannot, that would be horrific. If anybody ever did that to me and my parents woke up and opened the door and they're like, oh, good morning, world. And then a fucking jizz-filled condom full of 13-year-olds cum spilled out onto their hands. Oh my God. I need water. I should have gotten water before this because now I'm getting, like, my throat is tightening up from reading this shit. I am really blown away. Okay. All right, you guys. This one, get ready. I love shit stories, and I know that, like, shit is like a niche subject, and like some people really get turned off by it, and they're like, I do not want to hear shit stories. But like, honestly, I'm obsessed with talking about poop stories because I think they're so funny. Because I am 12. Because I am a 12-year-old, and I think poop is the funniest subject on, I don't know, planet Earth. Okay, here we go. So this story is titled Revenge. Perfect. Gross story. This is revenge against a guy that had bullied me for years at boarding school in England. So let me preface this by saying he fucking deserved it. All right. I went to a house party and he was there. I hadn't seen... I need to read that again because that was so funny. I went to a house party and he was there. I hadn't seen him for years, and I wanted to tell him how much he made my life hell. Epic party. Everyone got shit-faced. I tried to confront him, and he was a dick. What did I expect? Long story short, I spiked the fuck out of everything he drank without him knowing, and he passed out early. I proceeded to shit onto a plate, which I place covered in saran wrap. I'm not a heathen. In the freezer. Okay, we're gonna unpack this. We're gonna unpack this after this. Okay. You shit on a plate, cover it in saran wrap, put it in the freezer at a party. Weird, but okay. 2 hours later, I grabbed a cheese grater and while wearing gloves, grated my shit. I put it back in the freezer for a short period of time to avoid melting it. Yeah. Innovative. A scientist. Okay, so you put it back in the freezer because you didn't want the shit to melt. I then took this guy's car keys to his brand new BMW, grabbed my shit gratings, and went outside into a cold December night. Ugh. I stuffed as much of the shit as I could in all the air vents in his car. The dash, the small slit under the windshield, feet vent everywhere. It took a while. You can imagine that. When he got in his car the next day, pumped the heating, my shit melted and blasted him. Needless to say, he sold the car and no one ever knew what happened. Justice was served. No, that is so, I mean, like, I shit on a car with a couple of girlfriends, but let's unpack this. You were at a house party and you were like, I'm gonna roofie this guy. I'm gonna get this guy so fucked up, make sure he passes out, then shit on a plate, wrap it in saran wrap, stick it in the freezer, wait 2 hours, grate it, put it back in the freezer, and go out to his car. How long were you at this party for? And also, it's like your whole night circled around revenge. You were like, I'm gonna go to this fucking party on a mission, and I am gonna shit so bad that I fucking ruin this guy's new BMW. Also, was this premeditated, or was just this like a creative endeavor that you made up on the spot? Because if it was a creative endeavor, if this was just something that came out of your brain, oh my god. You're like a genius and also horrifying. You grated it and then stuffed it into his car. And then he sold the car. That is a nightmare. That is a fucking nightmare. Okay, great. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Okay, this story is called Revenge Bitch. Hi, Gabby. This story doesn't have any shit or cum in it, so I apologize in advance for that. Thank you. It's okay. We can have clean stories once in a while. Okay, so my brother suffers from severe depression and anxiety and has since he was very young. At age 10, he was telling my mother he wanted to kill himself and that he hated himself, etc. Over the years, therapy and coping mechanisms he developed himself have kept him sane, alive, and a functioning member of society. Socially, he is delayed and awkward, but he is hyper-intelligent and has a high-paying job and excels in his field. Emotionally, he's a fragile guy, and I would be lying if I haven't spent a good part of my life anticipating the phone call that he has ended it. About 10 years ago, he started dating a girl, and he quickly seemed to fall in love with her. She moved into his nice condo from her parents' place, and they started to really look like a perfect couple. She was helping him be a happier person. He seemed to enjoy life. She seemed lovely at family functions, but sometimes there was something in the way she spoke to him that made me wonder about home life. Ooh. After 7 years of them dating, he called me and asked how he could end his relationship with her. He explained the reality of their relationship, extreme manipulation, and psychological and physical abuse. She would threaten to kill herself to make him side with her decisions, made him feel guilt about the things that have no value, manipulated him into paying off her school loans, a lot of money. She even manipulated him into leasing a brand new car and giving it to her parents. She would throw hot coffee on him and punch him in the face. Just the most insane shit I could list off you wouldn't believe. Now, this is wild. Anyways, I'm typing way too much in this setup. No, it's pretty good. I'm typing way too much in the setup, but they finally broke up, and she spent a good part of a year afterwards harassing our family. Calls to his workplace, harassing his assistant and asking her if she wants to fuck my brother. Horrible emails to my mother telling her she raised a piece of shit, texting my ex-wife to talk shit, etc., etc. So, the revenge. My brother wants nothing to do with her, and he has moved on in his life, but I hate this girl so much for what she did to him that I can't let it go. One of the things that really killed me was him paying off her student loans. I can't make her pay it back, but I can defeat the purpose of the payment. Okay. It covered her education, so she could have a good job, right? She is so proud of her education and career path that she religiously updates her LinkedIn. Well, I use her LinkedIn account to track where she works, and then I send a package via email to her bosses. It contains a description of events similar to what I've shared with you, plus screenshots of texts and emails. They should know they have a toxic individual working for them. I am currently 5 for 5 on having her terminated during the probationary period. Holy fuck. I will never stop doing this. It is an extremely rewarding hobby of mine now. Knowing I will never allow her to have a fulfilling career brings me great joy. If that's petty, I really don't give a shit. Fuck her. I'm going to sit with that one for a second. What do you... I mean, that's a plot. That is a fucking 5 for 5 on having her fired. Shit. It's so crazy because, like, this woman has no idea. She has no idea what's going on. She's just like, why can't I keep a job? And you're like, look at these emails containing all of your batshit ass shit. That's wild. Holy shit, that is so wild. I would like to give you a round of applause on this email. It is well written, and thank you. I do like when you guys write well. It just makes me happy to read it. I do like where you said it is an extremely rewarding hobby of mine. I love that this is your hobby. Okay, so then you go out on dates and they're like, what's your hobby? And you're like, well, I like skiing, I like baking, hiking. I also, get this, it's kind of quirky. I like trying to get my brother's ex-girlfriend fired from all of her jobs because she's a psychotic bitch. And I send emails to all of her jobs telling them what kind of a toxic individual she is. And it's just like a fun hobby of mine. I don't know. I'm crazy like that. Wow. Fuck. I don't know. I'm not going to give my thoughts because my fucking thoughts don't matter. I just love hearing this shit. That is wild. Goddamn. Revenge. Why are we such spiteful, vengeful people? I have to like practice fucking daily to like not go after people that I want to go after. And that requires a lot of sitting with myself and a lot of journaling and a lot of working my 12-step program. It's hard. It's really hard. When people fucking do you dirty, it's so difficult to not go the fuck in after them. You just have to let it go. And that's what we have to do. We just have to let it go. I think, obviously we got people out here fucking shitting on things and ruining careers. So, you don't have to let it go. But for me, I'm like, the only way I'm going to have peace in my life is if I just let it go. There is no reason for me to get revenge, although I really want to sometimes. Revenge is interesting. Oof. Okay. Okay. Revenge petty. So this is a short one. It's cute. It's a little flirty. It's this little flirty one. It's a little flirty short one. So I'm not too proud of this one, but my sister had a roommate in college who threatened to kill her and in turn stole a bunch of her shit and tried to ruin her senior year of college. Yeah, okay, that bitch sucks. As we were moving her out, I went into their shared bathroom and rubbed her her expensive lip balm all over my athlete's foot. I was a sophomore in high school. Ew. I mean, that's pretty tame, though, in comparison to what we've read. And honestly, if she was that big of a fucking bitch, yeah, I mean, good. I hope she got a little bit of athlete's foot on her little lips with her little expensive lip balm. Do you think would anything happen to you if you got athlete's foot on your mouth? Ew. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Some shit I regret. So, my ex-girlfriend was cheating on me for 4 of the 5 years we were together. That sucks. When I found out, instead of breaking up with her, I started a relationship with her childhood best friend. Oh. So I convinced her bestie to let me film her sucking my dick and fucking me on multiple occasions. Then one day, I made a video of us fucking on the couch while my ex was supposed to be at her house. Then sent my ex a dropbox folder full of me and her best friend's homemade pornos. My ex sent it to her best friend's husband, who is a total fucking psychopath. He started threatening me and showing up to my job eventually, leading me to get fired for fighting him in the parking lot. That is my brain spinning. Oh my God. That's some hot tea. I cuss so much. I am so sorry. I cuss a lot. I gotta work on that. But also, do I? Bad bitch shit. That is wild. Oh my God. So you fucked her childhood best friend. Made pornos. Okay, well, there's a lot of fucked up stuff in that. Okay, so obviously these girls are not very good friends. Because you don't go around fucking your friends' boyfriends. That's wild, though. Okay, so you're fucking her, making pornos, dropbox it to your ex, and then she sent it to her best friend's husband. So she had a husband. Oh my God. And then you guys fought in the parking lot. Yo, where did you work? And like, how did that start? Did he like bust into your job and he was like, "What's up, motherfucker?" "What's up, motherfucker? I saw those Dropbox videos of you fucking my girl and she was sucking your dick. Let's go, bitch." Oh my God. And you're like, "All right, fuck you." Who won also? I want to know where you worked, how that fight ended up. Did anyone get hurt? And what happened to your ex? Man, God, these stories are loaded. That's really gnarly. That's really, really gnarly. That's a lot of psychological damage in one story. There's a lot of psychological damage, actually, in all of these stories. But here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to get in my little TED Talk zone. Here's the thing about people and revenge. I do think a lot of people, have piece of shit tendencies, but I, for the most part, do not believe that people are actual pieces of shit. I think that we have shitty things done to us, and then we react, and, we want to get back. But I do think that people are redeemable 100%, and just because you have done a couple of terrible things in your life does not necessarily deem you a terrible person. Now, there is a difference between making bad choices and being a sociopath or a psychopath, but if you're just a person who's seeking revenge because you're hurt, I don't think that makes you a bad person. and I think people are redeemable. And, people react with pain when they're in pain. And that's what revenge is, isn't it? We are just vengeful fucking creatures. I was thinking about this today. I was like, I in myself feel so much like I have demons in my body, and I don't know where they came from. I don't know if I was born with demons or if it's just like trauma that I've accumulated since I've been alive that's like turning into these internal demons. But like, I don't know about you guys, but maybe also since I'm sober, I feel things so intensely all of the time. And I realized that like I was drinking and doing drugs to not feel these things. And now that I feel everything all of the time, I'm like, fuck, this is a lot to feel. Being alive is exhausting. It's a miracle and life is cool, but like, being alive is a lot of fucking work, and we have a lot of stuff going on inside of us at all times that is not explainable. But I feel like heavy with demons a lot of the time. And I also have a lot of vengeance inside of me, and I would like to live the rest of my life without acting that out, which is also why I have to stay sober. Also, I was thinking about today, I was like, it's so crazy. When I used to get fucked up, the amount of times that I would like end up driving, I would end up driving because that's what I did. I'm not bragging about that. It's not cool. But I would get fucked up, or I would, drink a couple of beers, and then I would, for a while, one of my last relationships, I would show up fucked up to my ex's house, and I would bang on his door and be like, open up, motherfucker, we're gonna fight. And he would just be like, you're crazy, like we can't do this. And I'd be like, but please. And then I'd start crying, and I'd be like, please, I just want to fight you, and by fight you I mean I love you. And he'd be like, no, it's just not gonna happen. And I'd be like, but please. And he'd be like, you're wasted and embarrassing, go home. And honestly, those were some real low points. That was painful. There's nothing worse than showing up to your ex's place wasted, crying, wanting to fight them, and then ending up in tears because the only reason you want to fight them is because you're in love with them. What a whirlwind of emotions. I would never do that now, but it's not that it's something I don't think about. Like, I definitely think about doing shit like that, but I would never act on it. Because I'm not fucking 4 tequila sodas and 3 IPAs and a little bit of cocaine deep. No. It's so funny. Like, when you get fucked up, I'm like, that's just who I am. I'm just a crazy girl who likes to go fight her exes. And now that I'm sober, I'm like, no, that was the alcohol. Like, that's in me, but like, that was being fueled by fucking drugs and alcohol. So now that you guys know me, let's see. Did I come on their Christianity? Let's see. Okay, I was at my cousin's, the Christian's, wedding. I show up drunk and have no care, moving from table to table, talking to my relatives. Yeah, girl, go off. I get to my cousin, the bride, and her siblings, a preacher and his wife, and their church friends. I'm congratulating my cousin on her pregnancy, and then I say this thing, which I think about daily. I'm surprised, you say, I'm surprised I'm not pregnant with all the guys I've let come in me. I laugh and then ask if they know the sex. They don't answer, and they stare at me disgusted. I, to this day, don't talk to their preacher cousin, but I still see all of them at family gatherings, and I don't know if they told my aunt and uncle what I said or if they told my parents. I refuse to ask questions, and we act like everything is fine. That's a fucking funny story. It's also a haunting memory. It's so funny. You're all wasted and you're like, hey guys, and they're like hardcore Christians. Hey guys, I am so surprised that I actually am not pregnant with all the guys I've had fucking come in me. And you're just laughing. I love cum. Anyway, what's the sex? Congrats, guys. Oh, and they're like, what the fuck? God, that is some shit I would do. Because it is pretty funny, but then like you also have to read the room and know your audience. But also there's been so many situations where I've been like, I don't give a fuck. They can get with my program. And like, no, people can't always get with your program. Sometimes your program needs to be left for you and your most disgusting friends and not for your Christian relatives. But that is fucking hilarious. That is so messy. That is a haunting memory. I'm surprised I'm not pregnant with all the guys I like coming me. Are you barren? I honestly have had the same thought. I'm like, I've never been pregnant. And I'm like, how is that? How is that possible? I'm not. I don't fuck. Okay. We got more roommate revenge. Roommates? You guys got fucking shitty roommates. This bitch I was roommates with was overcharging me rent. Wouldn't let me speak to the landlord. Was bullying me every day. Causing fights with my brother on purpose. So, yeah. Whenever she wasn't home, my boyfriend and I would fuck in her bed and I'd rub my pussy all over her pillows. Oh man, and she never cleaned her sheets, not even once. Within the entire time I lived with her, she harassed me. She harassed me after I left, so I don't feel bad at all. Honestly, she never washed her sheets. Okay, dirty bitch. Maybe she liked it though. Maybe, oh my god, maybe like after you would rub her pussy on her bed, she'd be like, what the fuck is this? I kind of like it. Can you imagine? Oh my god, it smells like pussy and balls in here. I fucking love this. Oh my god, I fucking love the scent of this pussy. What the fuck? That is so funny. God, what a bitch. She's just covered in your guys' pheromones. That is so unhinged. That's so fucking gnarly. I also love that your boyfriend was like, yeah, let's fucking get her. And honestly, if you don't have a boyfriend that's not down to fucking revenge fuck your roommate, have sex with you but like vengefully at your roommate, then get rid of your boyfriend. You need a ride or die like that. You need somebody who's gonna be like, yeah, I'm also gonna, oh my god, this reminds me of another story. When my cousin and I were really little, this was so funny when we were kids. My cousin and I were really little, and we have a house in Utah. It's like a family house. And every time we would go to Utah with their family, we would stop in Vegas. So my cousin and I were probably like 7 or 8. And we're driving with my uncle to our house in Utah. And we stop in Vegas. And my cousin and I are about to go to sleep. And my cousin and I are sleeping on the floor. Were we? Oh no. So yeah, my cousin and I were like sleeping on the floor, and then my other cousin was in the second bed. So there were 2 beds in the hotel room, and then my older cousin was in the bed, and me and my younger cousin were on the floor. And my uncle was like, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom," and he leaves the hotel room. Also, why would he leave the hotel room to go to the bathroom? Whatever. Anyway, he went gambling. So he goes gambling for a couple of hours, and my little cousin and I are like, "Let's fucking shit." No, let's fucking piss and fart all in his bed. So we did. We got into his bed, and I remember him and I were just like peeing. We were like, we were standing on his pillows and just being like, ah! him and I were fucking off in that bed. We were just little kids peeing on pillows, and then my cousin would be like, listen to this, and then he'd fart in the pillow, and then I'd be like, I want to do it too. We were just farting up a fucking storm. I remember we put ice cubes in his pillowcase. We thought it was so funny. My poor uncle. My uncle comes back, he gets into his bed, and my cousin and I remember are like sitting there, just fits of laughter, sweating with laughter. And my uncle goes, it's so quiet, my uncle goes, kids? And my cousin and I are like, and he goes, kids? No. And then he makes my other cousin, who was sleeping in the bed, get out of his bed and sleep on the floor with us. And I don't remember how it ended, but I do remember That was a fucking anticlimactic story. Jesus Christ. I do stand up and I just told the most anticlimactic story. But I do remember my uncle having to go and sleep in the bed and in my cousin's bed. And my cousin had to join us on the floor because we were farting and peeing in my uncle's pillows. God, little kids are nightmares. You know, I think that one about the coming, I'm thinking about the coming and the condoms again. The shit we do as teenagers too. I mean, that is so gnarly. Like the sexually fueled insane shit. I do remember when I was in middle school, like my friend was dating this guy and she's like, let's go to his house and say hi. He like lived in the neighborhood and we're like, she's like, let's go like knock on his window. And so we go over to his house, we go up to his window and he's in his room jacking off with a couple of other dudes. I don't know, how old were we? 13? Again. And we were like, what the fuck is this? What the hell? What the hell? We didn't know. That's what dudes do. I was so embarrassed to talk about masturbating for the longest time. I hid that I masturbated to my friends. If I was like, I remember thinking like, if my friends ever find out that I masturbate, I will kill myself. And I kept it a secret for a long time. And then eventually I was like, yeah, fuck it. Okay. Yeah. I've been masturbating this whole time, guys. And they're like, oh, that's two. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we all started circle jerking. Great. Let's see if I have anything left. Let's see. Okay, I have one left. So I had this girlfriend. We were together for 3 months. She said she loved me 2 weeks in. Red flag. Honestly, red flag. And I know, and she was pretty hectic. Super anger problems and started taking it out on me. I have no time for that shit, so I broke it off. Weeks later, she called me up, spazzing out, saying I was banging this girl I know. I wasn't, but fuck, we were broken up, so who gives a shit if I did anyway? I was at a homie's house, and she's going over text. Oh, she's going off over text. Sorry. I was at a homie's house, and she's going off over text. Next thing, she's sending me pictures from inside my house. No. She's sitting on my bed, picking up my camera, professional photography level shit. So I said, stay there, I'm coming home. Oh my God. Get home, the bitch isn't there. My wooden table and chairs kicked off the deck onto the lawn, all broken and fucked. Go inside, camera gone. Check the gas hasn't been left on or some crazy shit. Look around the house some more, and the toilet window was left open. Turns out she pulled up and saw the lights were on and thought I was in there hiding. Went skits and left her 3-year-old daughter in her car. Climbed in my bathroom window, and when I wasn't there, she threw she's fuck up my shit. That's what you wrote. I don't know what that means. She fucked up my shit. When I went to her house in the morning to get my camera back, she thought I was coming to get back with her and was upset I was just there for the camera. Anyway, I obviously never got back with her, and I'm better at reading the signs now. Oh my God. That is so scary. She sends you pictures sitting on your bed while you're not there. Oh my God. And that's some shit that I would have done when I was wasted. And honestly, that story is probably about me when I'm drunk. That is wild. Wow. Oh, people are so wild. I feel bad. It's like I feel bad for these kinds of stories because it's like obviously this girl has, has some kind of mental illness and like maybe isn't getting the proper help, but like, damn. I don't know. Or she's just really, I don't know. God, that's fucking nuts. That is fucking wild. Just on your bed with your camera. Hey. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? That's about it. This has been good. These have been some wild stories. If I messed up on the reading, I'm sorry. I'm not great at reading out loud. I got a mouthful of spit. My mouth is all dry. But yeah, this has been great. And you guys thank you for tuning in. More to come. And the more we do this, I'm going to start getting guests on and start getting more of your fucking stories. There's going to be a different subject every week, so pay attention to my Instagram stories. That's where I post the question, then you email me, and so on and so forth. You guys are the fucking best, and I love you and want to kiss you all, and thank you for sharing about your cum and shit and revenge stories. Thank you.